Hey everyone, welcome back. So as you know, I'm on the hunt for the best fish and chips around the UK, and I've been to a few, to say the least. I'm in Great Yarmouth to go and check out not a fish and chip shop, but a Wetherspoons, apparently, that does a pretty good fish and chips. Let's go and check it out. So you may recognise this troll cart because I've stayed up there in the hotel. Now everybody always raves about the fish and chips, so let's go and try it and see if it's any good. Best thing about Wetherspoons is that you can order your food on the app, so I don't even have to get out my seat, which is nice. So as always, I'm going to go for the cod, chips, mushy peas and a cup of tea. And I thought it'd be wrong if I was here on my own, so Gabby's going to join me.
Brought the wife out for some fish and chips.
You've had fish and chips in here before, haven't you?
I have.
I haven't, so I'm looking forward to it.
I had to get in on the act.
Okay, right, I'm going to order it.
Make mine a large.
So that's the thing, they do a small cod and chips and they do a large. We'll go for the large.
What you'll find really good is that they have afternoon deals here, and the fish and chips are in on the afternoon deals, which they have between a Monday and Friday, 2 till 5.
What table number am I? 32. Table number 32.
So if you choose to go for a small cod and chips, it's going to come up at £6.12, and that includes your drink. If you go for large, it's £7.25, and that includes a drink
£7.52.
as well. £7.52.
So that deal doesn't come up on the app, so we're going to have to order this from the bar then. What time does the deal run to?
5 o'clock. So
right.
you better get in there fast.
So I've just gone and got myself a tea. As you know, I've got to have a tea with my fish and chips. It's a bit odd, but it just goes well. And the best thing about this, obviously, it's refillable as much as I want, within that price of the deal with the fish and chips. Yes. Well, here it is, and it's a big old bit of fish. Lemon wedge on top, chips, and of course the mushy peas. Don't know whether you like it that they add the mushy peas on the plate rather than put it in that little ceramic in. So let's compare fish, mine compared to yours. Now I saw yours the other day because you took a photo and sent it to me, and it looks a bit thinner than that. These are quite thick, but the batter is pretty intense. I love how it's just like almost like dripping off the fish. Are they cooked fresh?
I really don't know. I would love to find out.
Drizzle a little bit of lemon on there. Now when you go to a fish and chip shop, you get the salt and the vinegar. We've got the Sarson's vinegar, we've got the tartar sauce. Where's the salt?
Here is the salt.
Oh, and here is the salt between these tiny little sachets, which I have to say are very annoying because you have to try and open them without the salt going everywhere.
It just means that when you get all your condiments in these little sachets and things, it just makes putting these items on your food a mission, doesn't it?
It does be doing this. Or you get too much salt in one area. Bit of vinegar and tartar sauce. Drizzle that over. Let's move the fish around and we're going to do the crunch test. Couldn't hear too much of a crunch there actually. I'm going to go to the batter this side. Only a slight crunch. A bit gutted about that. To be honest, this looks like more fish than batter. I don't know whether you're a big fan of more batter than fish. I kind of am, a little bit. Let's look at the batter on that. Lovely and golden. Try the fish steaming hot. Whether the batter is fresh or not, I don't know. It tastes like it is. The fish is nice and thick in this. Look at that. Let's do the flake test. Wow, that is just falling, disintegrating in my hands.
I'm going to cut it right down the middle, okay? That is a good crunch actually.
Yours had a better crunch than mine.
That was very good.
You've already had fish and chips from here, so you know what it tastes like, right? Is it nice?
It is really nice, and I'm going to give them extra bonus points because it is piping hot, just how it should be.
Now, as you know, I'm a bit weird when it comes to mushy peas. They've got to be ultra mushy and taste nice and creamy. These do look pretty mushy, to be fair, and every time people say this, you can't moan when you get the odd pea in it, but I do, and there's an odd pea in it right now, but I'm going to taste it. Now that's good mushy peas, really nice and creamy. I've added a little bit of salt, to be fair, but yeah, that's really nice. How do you like your mushy peas?
I don't like them to be like too flat. But I don't like
too flat.
I know what I mean by
Too
that
mushy.
Yeah, I don't want them to be too sloppy. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
sloppy.
I
But
prefer
don't
them sloppy.
them
You
to
want some
be-
consistency in there as well.
Yeah, but not too lumpy either. It has to be somewhere in the middle.
You got a lumpy bit.
Quite chunky around
Take the
here.
lumpy bit. Try the lumpy bit.
Could have been just the way it's been sitting, to be fair.
How's the lumpy bit?
Do you know what? That's just perfect. Oh my god, I'm bigging up the Wetherspoons. That is just done perfectly.
Now the chips actually do look really nice and golden brown. I've just split them up and they do look fairly fluffy inside. Oh wow. You know what these remind me of? When you get those really nice oven chips that are already coated in something. These are actually really nice chips. These are better chips than what I've had at like Puppa's. They have that slight crunch and that really nice fluffiness to them. Look at that.
I personally prefer a chip shop chip. And they've actually cooked it rather well. It's not too hard, it's not too soft, it's bang.
And the tea is Tetley, so it's not bad. Okay, so trying Wetherspoon's fish and chips for the first time, I thought it was actually better than I thought it was going to be.
Well, obviously I've tried it before and knew it was going to be pretty good, actually, for what you pay.
The only bad issue that I had, and I said this to Gabby when I was eating it, I had a dodgy chip. A chip that didn't taste very good.
When you say dodgy, what was wrong with it?
I don't know, it just tasted really weird.
Too soft, too hard?
No, it wasn't that, it was the taste. I definitely think that your fish was better than mine, batter-wise. The chips were lovely and fluffy. They weren't chip shop chips, they were like oven chips, but I actually kind of like them.
What I must say is not only is it really good value for money, obviously it's a great afternoon deal that you can have during the week from Monday to Friday, which I think is really, really good.
Let's talk about the mushy peas. Now, I actually loved those mushy peas. You had a bit of a lumpy issue.
But what I must say is I was unsure about the batter. I didn't know if it was like a beer tasting batter or not. But after a while of thinking about it, it was the lemon that I squirted on it.
That's probably why the batter. That's why you should always squirt that lemon onto your batter, because it does actually make it
gives
taste
it
nice.
a beer taste.
A lemon gives it a beer taste. Well, that's a new one on me. The fish I found in the middle, just a little bit dry, but on the whole, it was nice and moist.
Would you do it again?
Oh yeah, for that price,
See you
definitely.
next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Cheap day.
I would definitely give that a good 9 out of 10. The reason why I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 is because the chips were not proper chip shop chips. But the mushy peas, the fish, all pretty good. I'll definitely come here again.
I'm going to be a little bit more stingy and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because, like you said, they're not chip shop chips, and I think that is a big part of fish and chips.
Oh
to be
yeah,
honest.
definitely. Comment below if you've had a Wetherspoon's fish and chips and how you rate it. Give the video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more fish and chip shop reviews, they're on the screen now. I'll see you next time.